It is free, and it's wherever you get your hats. And then you use the promo code Armstrong to get 25 cents or more back for every gallon on your first tank of gas. Wait till she's good and empty and fill her up and save your money. Next, claim an offer for whatever you're buying, and outside you check in the business, you pay as usual with a credit or debit card, and then you get paid. And Upside is an incredible app for anybody who buys gas, groceries, or dines out. That's everyone. And it's got a 4.8-star rating on the App Store. People are loving the Upside app. Once they get it, it's free. Download the free Upside app. Remember that promo code Armstrong to get 25 cents or more back for every gallon on your first tank of gas. That's that promo code Armstrong. Get yourself the Upside app. Here is more from that debate at the City Council meeting in Oakland, Ohio.
Hundreds of people vote for and against the resolution packed into City Hall to voice their opinion for the vote. I strongly urge the City Council to pass this resolution immediately demanding a ceasefire. Sada Khalil was one of dozens of pro-Palestinian supporters who took to the mic. She says a city resolution supporting a ceasefire would show Oakland stands for peace.
Passing this resolution, it will show that the city stands with these communities and will not stand for Islamophobia or anti-Semitism, because we just want peace with all of our neighbors and all of our communities.
Boy, she's got a very low voice for a child. So, what's a child's understanding of these issues? But see, the group that Israel's going after doesn't agree with you. They do not agree that everybody should be safe and okay. They want to cut their baby's heads off, you see, is the problem. And so what do you do with that? We're in favor of anti-Semitism over here. In fact, we want to kill all the Jews. So, thanks. Human Rights Watch, that's the group, the lefty group, that concluded over the weekend that the explosion at the hospital resulted from a rocket-propelled munition such as those commonly used by the Palestinian armed groups that hit hospital grounds, not an Israeli rocket. And the children are clowns or child clowns on the Oakland City Council or clown children, I don't know what they are. Also, not even tipping their cap to the fact that Hamas has, for decades, and continues to, base military operations out of hospitals so that the people who they're trying to kill have to fire toward the hospitals to get the Hamas fighters. It's funny that didn't come up, you genius student of the Middle East. Clown offspring. Speaking of clowns, we ought to get to the, this got a lot of attention yesterday. It was a tweet from Elizabeth Warren. You remember her? Socialist candidate for president. Did you see her thing about, I'm going to have me a beer? Right. Did you see her thing about the sandwich shop monopoly? That got a lot of mockery yesterday on... No, I missed it completely. Oh, that was a big meme for like an hour. Everything lasts like an hour now, right? Everybody, I must have been asleep or something. All the punditry goes wild for like an hour, and then that story's over. Yeah, exactly. You take a nap, you miss the big meme. Right, I walk my dog, I leave my phone at home, I've missed America's latest craze. It's over by the time I get back. Right, exactly. More on the way, stay here.
Armstrong and Getty.
Talk 650 KFTV.
Here's this week's iHeartRadio countdown of the top TV streams.
Here's what you've made popular by getting your stream on. Starting us off this week is the adult animated superhero show Invincible on Amazon Prime Video, followed by The Gilded Age on Max. The Fall of the House of Usher on Netflix drops back to 8, with Bodies on Netflix in at 7. Taylor Sheridan's new show on Paramount Plus, The Lawman of Bass Reeves, is your number 6 show, followed by Lessons in Chemistry on Apple TV Plus, and All the Lights We Cannot See on Netflix in at number 4. The top 3 starts with the Apple TV Plus Godzilla-themed drama Monarch: Legacy of Monsters. The new Showtime twisted drama The Curse remains at number 2 this week. And leaping into the top spot, A Murder at the End of the World on FX on Hulu, starring Emma Corrin and Clive Owen, your number 1 streamed show.
And those are your top TV streams of the week on iHeartRadio.
A lot of schools talk about training the cybersecurity workforce of the future, but do they really deliver? My Computer Career has been supplying the IT workforce with thousands of skilled certified pros for 15 years. Train with the experts in support, networking, or cybersecurity and start your career in months, not years. Upskill even faster. On campus or live online. Qualified students may get financial aid, including the GI Bill. My Computer Career. Accredited, acclaimed, effective. Take the free career evaluation at mycomputercareer.com.
ConsumerCellular.edu.
Brace yourself for the ultimate holiday deal with Consumer Cellular. Snag an incredible 50% off the Iris Flip when you buy before December 17th, making it only $34.50. The Iris Flip is all the phone and camera you need with a user-friendly design, the perfect flip phone companion. Plus, you'll get nationwide coverage and always free activation. Score 50% off when you use promo code RADIO50. Head over to ConsumerCellular.com and use promo code RADIO50 during checkout to score this deal.
Extra cash? Coming right up. Happy Money is letting you in on a happier way to elevate your savings with an incredible certificate offered by Alliant Credit Union. Smart, bold, and straightforward. Alliant offers a 12-month certificate with 5.25 APY annual percentage yield with a low minimum deposit of $1,000. Funds are insured up to $250,000. Best of all, anyone can apply to join. Elevate your savings today. Visit happymoney.com/Alliant. That's ALLIANT. The APY is accurate as of the 11/1/2023 dividend declaration date. Early withdrawal penalties do apply. CMA reduce earnings on the account. Any monthly withdrawals or transfers reduce earnings.
Solar pencils out better than it ever has these days, and the folks to call Infinite Home Services. One way to get it to pencil out great, it's your last chance to get the 30% tax credit in 2023, so make sure you take advantage of that. Finance specials as low as 4.9% or no interest till 2025, and these people are straightforward and ethical. It's a math problem. Does solar make sense for you or not? They'll help you figure that out. Go to infiniteenergyco.com. infiniteenergyco.com.
License number 1037869.
A lot of schools talk about training the cybersecurity workforce of the future, but do they really deliver? My Computer Career has been supplying the IT workforce with thousands of skilled, certified pros for 15 years. Train with the experts in support, networking, or cybersecurity and start your career in months, not years. Upskill even faster. On campus or live online. Qualified students may get financial aid, including the GI Bill. My Computer Career. Accredited, acclaimed, effective. Take the free career evaluation at mycomputercareer.edu.
Brace yourself for the ultimate holiday deal with Consumer Cellular. Snag an incredible 50% off the Iris Flip when you buy before December 17th, making it only $34.50. The Iris Flip is all the phone and camera you need with a user-friendly design, the perfect flip phone companion. Plus, you'll get nationwide coverage and always free activation. Score 50% off when you use promo code RADIO50. Head over to ConsumerCellular.com and use promo code RADIO50 during checkout to score this deal.
At a young age, I learned how fragile life is. When I was 11 years old, my mom was diagnosed with ovarian cancer. As the oldest child, I quickly became her secondary caregiver, which has forever shaped me. We held my mom through multiple recurrences for 4 years before losing her to this devastating disease. At the time, treatment options were limited. All we could do was retreat with chemotherapy and watch and wait and hope. It was so hard for us to hear that the doctors thought they had it, but truly didn't. My time with my mom was cut short. But now, women living with recurrent ovarian cancer have options like maintenance therapies, which can extend their time of response and delay recurrence. These options mean power in an otherwise powerless situation. That's why I stand together with care partners and women living with ovarian cancer to declare Not On My Watch. Visit notonmywatch.com to learn more.
Now, back to the best of Armstrong and Getty.
The Armstrong and Getty Show.
Somebody pointed out that one of the reasons I was so gassed running a quarter mile with luggage through the Denver airport is obviously it's at 5,000 feet, so not used to that either. Yeah, not easy. A couple of things to get to before I get to the hilarious sandwich shop monopoly tweet from Elizabeth Warren that got some attention yesterday. This is pretty good fishing right here. I got this text yesterday. Thought this was pretty clever. Hey Jack, it's your favorite jeweler. Hey Jack, it's your favorite jeweler. Did you get a chance to check on a credit line increase? Yes? Question mark. Because I'll bet so many people have gone to jewelry stores. I'll bet that works a lot, and you think, you just assume, well, that's the jewelry store that I was at the other day where I was talking to them and I gave them my information, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, even if it's one out of 1,000 people who get that email. Yeah. And I haven't been to a jeweler, so I knew it wasn't me, but
I was going to say well targeted, too, because you're known for your bling.
Aren't I? This that I came across yesterday, I've probably heard this before, but one of the great things about getting older is I can hear jokes again and enjoy them as if they're new. This is a tweet. A shark could swim faster than me, but I could probably run faster than a shark. So in a triathlon, it would all come down to who's the better cyclist. Wow. That is absurd. That is exactly right. That's absurd. You gotta send that to my phone, because I gotta send that to the Delaney, my daughter, who's the shark freak. It's pretty funny. But so yesterday, Elizabeth Warren tweeted out, and this is around a business story that was out, is that the same firm that owns Jimmy John's sandwiches and McAllister's Deli, which I don't know, must be an East Coast thing, was looking to purchase Subway. Oh, sandwiches. And Elizabeth Warren tweeted out, "We don't need another private equity deal that could lead to higher food prices for consumers. The FTC is right to investigate whether the purchase of Subway by this same firm creates a sandwich shop monopoly." Yeah, they're all being bought up by big baloney. Well, and I mean, it's almost hard to come up with an example of a better product that would be pretty much impossible to have a monopoly on. I mean, the threat of a monopoly being that they'll raise prices and there'll be no way to combat it. I mean, because anybody can throw together a sandwich. I mean, so, it's not like you're being asked to start an airline. Right, exactly. It's not one of the 5 gas companies or something like that. It's a sandwich. For crying out loud. So there was a lot of mockery around your libertarian crowd going all day long about the idea of a sandwich monopoly, and oh my God. And also just seriously, like, she's a smart woman. She went to Harvard. I mean, does she actually, like, is her economic belief actually that 3 sandwich companies getting together, they could, like, run the whole sandwich world for the next however many years? Well, and any person who wanted, I don't know, meat between a couple of slices of bread would have to crawl on their hands and knees. They make a big sandwich. Right? Big salami for a sandwich, because it's the only place you can get them. Well, there couldn't be any competition. One of the tweets was, and this was retweeted by our friend Tim, who really enjoyed it, yeah, definitely monopoly if this goes through. I'll go from like 9 down to 8 sandwich shops owned by a different company within a mile of my house. Which is true. You can get a sandwich or make one anywhere. That is so, I find that so interesting. Do you think she is so something that she believes that could even happen? That's a great question. She's an interesting case because she's very bright. She is deluded ideologically, and she's a panderer. So it's difficult to know where the one ends and the other begins. She's also a fake Indian, which has nothing to do with anything. I just wanted to mention it again. No, it's worth mentioning. Yeah, by all means. Boy, what kind of world would that be where Jimmy John's merges with McAllister's and Subway, and they just wouldn't do it. They'd start charging $50 a sandwich, and you know what? Not to mention you just eat other stuff. And you know what? You'd have no choice but to buy $50 sandwiches. That's right. There would be no other sandwiches available, and nobody could step into the breach and compete with them. Or you'd just eat other food, too. I mean, even if that could happen, okay, I guess we won't eat sandwiches. We'll eat maybe the million other things we could eat. It's just hilarious. Yeah. Well, I'm glad the mockery she deserved came to her. We do 4 hours of this every single day. We're contractually obligated. And I know it seems like a lot. Every day I get up and I think, drunk when I sign that? Every day I get up and I think, that can't be right. And then I get out the contract and I read it. Yep, it's right. 4 hours. But anyway, if you miss a segment even, you should subscribe to our podcast, and they would automatically be fed to you, and you can listen to them at your leisure. Wouldn't that be a fantastic way to live? It's called Armstrong and Getty On Demand. Got some good stuff coming up next hour as well. Sexism in astronomy? Well, that's not the best thing we're doing. That's all right.
Armstrong and Getty.
Start your day with Armstrong and Getty. Weekday morning from Pleasanton and iHeart's radio station. Talk 650 KFE, Rancho Cordova, Sacramento. It's CBS News on the Hour, presented by Indeed.com. I'm Peter King with a truce over. The fighting is fast and furious in Gaza. BBC's Paul Adams has more from Jerusalem.
Israel said it's hit more than 400 targets since the truce collapsed yesterday. In the southern Gaza Strip, Khan Yunis has seen some of the heaviest bombardment yet. released by the Israeli army show a return to street battles in parts of Gaza City. In all, the Hamas-run health ministry says more than 200 people have been killed since yesterday morning.
Israel has broken off negotiations, and Hamas's deputy leader says all prisoner hostage exchanges are off until the war ends. Reducing methane emissions, it's a priority topic at the UN Climate Conference. CBS's Linda Kenyon reports the Biden administration has announced new rules on methane for this country.
The Environmental Protection Agency says the new rule targets the U.S. oil and natural gas industry and is aimed at sharply reducing methane and other harmful air pollutants from oil and gas production. The rule also promotes the use of cutting-edge methane detection technologies, which it says will produce significant benefits to public health. Air pollution from oil and gas operations has been linked to cancer, nervous and respiratory system issues, and birth defects.
There's a smattering of rain in the Northeast, but National Weather Service meteorologist Bob Oravec says that's about to change with the winter storm system on the way.
For the next several days, they do anticipate potential from anywhere from 6 to 10 inches of snow across far northern New York State, parts of Vermont, northern New Hampshire, northern Maine. So it's a little bit wintry across the northern tier of the country over the next several days.
Today's wet weather in the south comes too late for many.
The season is anything but merry and festive for many Christmas tree growers in the south. Some have lost entire groves because of widespread and worsening drought conditions. Dan Pulliam owns a Christmas tree farm in Kentwood, Louisiana.
I couldn't imagine what the losses are at some of the actual farms around here now.
It normally takes 10 plus years for a Christmas tree to grow to 6 feet. Jim Priscilla, CBS News.
Free sliced is nice, but sometimes it's better to cut your own fruit. Here's CBS's Michael George.
The CDC is warning consumers not to eat pre-cut cantaloupe if you don't know the source. A salmonella outbreak has sickened at least 117 people in 34 states. Officials say the recall covers pre-cut cantaloupe sold at major grocery stores, including Kroger, Trader Joe's, and Sprouts Farmers Market.
They're gearing up for the Kennedy Center honors tomorrow night. Billy Crystal, Barry Gibb, Renee Fleming, Queen Latifah, and Dionne Warwick are being honored. The show airs December 27th on CBS. This is CBS News.
You don't need a job platform, you need a hiring partner. Indeed lets you schedule and conduct virtual interviews, all from one place. Start at Indeed.com/credits.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey, Wisconsin.
Hey, good morning. You're heading to the airport, right?
Yep, thanks for checking. I like the car. How long have you been a rideshare driver?
About 3 years now. I really enjoy it.
Isn't it hard to make money these days with the price of gas being so high?
Not for me. I use Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get real money back when you get gas with the Upside app?
Yep, I get real cash back every time I get gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make around $200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code CAR for an extra 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code CAR for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code CAR.
The following is a paid program. The views and opinions expressed are solely those of the hosts and do not necessarily reflect the opinions of the staff, management, and parent company of KSDE.
Closing in on retirement or already there? This show is all about you. From finance to family.
I'm excited to spend time with the grandkids, so brighten my day.
And maintaining your lifestyle. Keep me up to date. It's time for Guarding Your Nest Egg with Mike Lester of Gallon Wealth, along with Kristen Charles. Connect at guardingyournestegg.com and turn up your radio now.
The weekend is upon us, and we're happy that you're making us part of it.
I just... 105 at the Bay Area's news station, KCBS. Good afternoon. I'm Dan Mitchinson. Police in Santa Rosa working to end the gang violence between increasing younger groups of kids in the area.
KCBS's Mike DeWall reports a number of students have been arrested after fights this week.
3 15-year-olds were arrested after a gang fight involving nearly 24 young people in the Santa Rosa Transit Mall Thursday. One